I didn't actually know particular dates. Like, I'm like, do you send it out, like, I don't want to send it out too early, I don't want to send it out too late. Where's the sweet spot here?
So Emma, invitations. Invitations, something you sort of do early in the piece. Obviously, once you've picked your venue, you know all your key details, dates. What sort of format are you going to do for your invitations? Are you doing traditional written, or are you doing the digital invitation?
So we will send them out in the mail. I think that it's nice to get an actual invite in the mail and have it stuck to your fridge. So we're going to have just sort of our names on the front, and then on the back just all the information that the guests, will need. So it'll be all themed in sort of what we want, and the font will be sort of used throughout all of our different types of like signs and stuff like that, just so it sort of flows. We'll probably do RSVP cards, but I think most of them will probably go on a website and sign up. So.
Yeah, and so as far as getting your invitations printed and all that sort of stuff, did you shop around for suppliers for that?
I know someone that does it, fairly new into the industry. I love giving new businesses sort of spot to be creative and help them out to sort of get, where they want to go. So yeah, I've definitely found someone that I know and I trust. She'll be doing the invites for us and all of our other signage as well.
Yeah, and how far in advance do you sort of intend to send out your invitations?
This is a funny one. I didn't actually know particular dates. Like, I'm like, do you send it out, like, I don't want to send it out too early, I don't want to send it out too late. Where's the sweet spot here? So I probably would send them out, I was thinking maybe September, October. My wedding is in March, so that would give them maybe like 5 months beforehand. We were questioning about doing the save the dates as well. Like, do you do the save your dates or do you send your invitation out earlier? So it comes down to cost, it comes down to, do you want to sustainably send something else? So that's definitely something we haven't made a decision on, but it's something I'm definitely thinking about.
With invitations, when to send them out is if you're having your wedding at a key time where there's maybe lots of other weddings on. So you're getting married in March, which is peak season in Melbourne, or if you're planning a New Year's Eve wedding, obviously people are going to have a lot of things on. For those sorts of things, there's potential then to be invited to other things, and that could clash with your date and then affect how many people come to your wedding. So if you keep those things in mind, if you know you're getting married on New Year's Eve, send them out 12 months in advance, or even for March. The earlier the better. It can't hurt.
I don't think it will hurt. People aren't going to forget.
I guess one of the other things you've got to consider is what's going to be the easiest way to send them out as well that people are going to see. So if you've got all older guests, uncles and aunties, grandparents, all that sort of stuff, and they're not on social media or they don't use the internet, then maybe sending out written invitations is going to be better for that. Whereas if all your guests are all young, they're all techno savvy, and it's a matter of, you've got to have everyone's addresses if you're going to mail them out. You've got to have everyone's email addresses if you're going to email them.
Who has their address book anymore?
Exactly. So you've got to think of these things as well. What's going to be sort of easier, but also going to be easier for your guests to reply, as you say.
And keep them informed as well.
Have you looked into doing a wedding website to keep your guests informed and details and that sort of thing?
Yes, it's definitely something we're looking into. And there's a couple of different options when it comes to wedding websites. You can have like a full inbuilt one that's all about you guys, and it's like a full website itself. Or you can do an actual website where they just have your details. They can sign in and just say they're coming, and then they put some dietary requirements down, and that sends it to us. I think we can also communicate through that with the guests, but I think that would be the way to do it. I think if anything was to happen or something had to change on the day, I could just contact them going, there's been a change of plans, we're now having the ceremony inside, so please move down to the ceremony inside. That I think it's a better way to communicate. It's less stressful for you, it's less stressful for everyone. I think it sends it straight to their emails, and most people have emails, and the ones that don't, you just call them.
I think the wedding website, it is a great way to keep in touch with your guests. It's also a great way to keep your guests interested and excited about what's happening in your wedding. So you might put up little snippets of a flower that you're potentially going to use in your floral bouquets, or some decor, just little snapshots. Keeps people's interest and keeps them excited, keeps them front of mind, I guess, that your wedding's coming up, and don't forget about it, Yeah,
and then do like reminders, get excited, it's 2 weeks away today, or whatever it is. It's definitely a good option.